In the world of South African YouTube, few names have created as much buzz, controversy, and influence as the New Gen. They are not an official group, they didn't even name themselves, but their rise changed the entire YouTube landscape, and their downfall is leaving fans divided. This is the rise and the possible demise of the New Gen. To understand the new gen, we have to go back to a time when South African YouTube was dominated by what people now call the old gen. Creators like Ghost Hlubi, Zile Wheezy, The Boys RSA, Just Steady G, King Omar, and more. They were running the game until a new wave of creators appeared, fresh faces who connected with a younger streaming-driven audience. That's when Sonwabile, Siv, Domingos, Hotshot Aaron, Telik, Bruce, and later Fargo began to emerge. They didn't call themselves the new gen. That name was given to them by King Omar after he felt offended that these new creators didn't want to collaborate with the older generation of YouTubers. And just like that, the new gen versus the old gen became a thing. The new gen, their rise was fast and powerful. They were fun, relatable, and most importantly, connected. Sonwabile, Domingos, and Aaron became the faces of South African streaming. They built audiences on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch, drawing thousands to their live chats. Sonwabile was crowned the biggest South African streamer, having the most followers. Domingos and Aaron followed closely behind, creating viral moments that kept their names trending week after week. Meanwhile, Bruce, Siv, and Telik built their own lanes, vlogging, pranking, and collaborating behind the scenes. The new gen was unstoppable until cracks began to show. It all began with Bruce's relationship. Bruce was publicly dating a content creator known as Hloni. They were a YouTube couple shooting videos, trending, and giving fans relationship goals. But behind the scenes, trouble was brewing. One of Bruce's own friends, Telik, set him up for a loyalty test using another YouTuber named Joseph Derry, who's known for doing loyalty test videos. When Bruce found out that it was set up, it was very bad. He contacted the group chat. The fallout was instant. Telik was kicked out of the new gen group chat, cut off from all future collaborations, and effectively exiled from the crew. And just like that, the first member of the new gen was gone. After the drama with Telik, things calmed down. Then came Fargo, the diamond tester, known for testing if jewelry was real or fake. Fargo's energy and creativity made him a natural fit, one of the funniest in the new gen. He bonded mostly with Siv and Bruce, becoming a regular in their vlogs and adding a new spark to the group. The new gen was back on track, bigger than ever, but not for long. Fans began to notice something strange. The three biggest streamers, Sonwabile, Domingos, and Aaron, weren't going live together anymore. Rumors of tension started spreading. The trio quickly denied any beef, saying they were just focusing on solo content and growing their individual brands. For a while, fans believed it until Aaron hosted his subathon 7th day and didn't invite Sonwabile or Domingos. He invited every other new gen member except them. Aaron later explained that he had tried to work with them before, but they had declined his ideas and didn't show up to previous shoots, so he didn't bother this time. Still, fans were divided. Was this business or betrayal? Both Sonwabile and Domingos addressed the situation, insisting there was no beef, just misunderstandings. But the tension was clear. Just when it seemed things were calming down, a new opportunity came. El Tido, a South African retired rapper turned podcaster, launched a new show, the New Gen Podcast. The hosts, Domingos, Siv, Fargo, Aaron, and Bruce. For fans, this was a dream come true. The New Gen united again with their own platform. But behind the smiles, cracks were showing. Viewers noticed that Aaron and Domingos barely interacted on the show. The energy felt off. And as quickly as it started, the podcast began to fizzle. After his breakup with Hloni, Bruce started dating another content creator, Nakida, who was often seen on the Open Chats podcast. Things seemed good until Ghost Hlubi, a YouTuber from the old gen, filmed a video with Bruce and invited Bruce's ex for a loyalty test. Many fans saw it as betrayal, but Bruce didn't cut off Ghost. This time, it was Aaron who called him out, asking why Bruce forgave Ghost when he never forgave Telic for doing the same thing. Bruce defended himself, saying he couldn't afford to cut everyone off and that content creation sometimes required working with people who had wronged you. Eventually, they squashed the issue offline, but that peace didn't last. Not long after, Aaron did a live stream with Bruce's ex. During the stream, they talked about Bruce, and although Aaron tried to defend him, the rest of the new gen didn't see it that way. Domingos was the loudest critic, calling Aaron's move a betrayal. The fans were wondering how could Domingos speak like that when he's friends with Aaron and he himself had shot his shot with Elizabeth Robinson, an alleged ex of Sonwabile, his friend. Domingos defended himself and explained that Sonwabile denied ever dating Elizabeth, so it was in the same situation. Still, the tension was real. Shortly after, Hotshot Aaron unfollowed the New Gen podcast on Instagram and even unfollowed Domingos and removed them as followers along with the El Tido podcast. Fans took that as confirmation Aaron had officially left the new gen. Currently, things between the new gen look different, they look shaky. Sonwabile has launched his own Sabathon trailer, which surprisingly features Bruce's ex, who Ghost Hlubi set Bruce up with, and Aaron also featured in his own live stream, sparking even more debate. Is it marketing or is it betrayal? Aaron has moved on to securing sponsorship for his streams, including one from Chilla's Punch, a drink brand owned by MacG, one of the biggest names in the South African podcasting industry. Domingos, Bruce, Siv, and Fargo continue to create content, but the bond that once made the New Gen special seems to have faded. The New Gen was more than just a group of YouTubers. They represented a new era, a shift in South African online entertainment. They showed that collaboration, streaming, and creativity could build empires, but they also showed how quickly friendship can turn into business and business into betrayal. Whether they'll ever reunite, nobody knows. But one thing's for sure, their story will always be remembered as the rise and the demise of the new gen. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. Do you think the new gen can ever make a comeback?